really brought a whole new sense of reality to what we're going to go through in life and kind of just really took us there mentally, I think, and that's probably why we got so emotional, just to be in that headspace, seeing that person that you love when we're this age look that old.
We're just looking at you in your 70s here, and Tavis looks like a sort of a hipster cross between Bruce Jenner and Frankenstein. Does that not bother you at all?
Well,
it bothers me.
as you'll notice, I did comment on his eyebrows and say I hope I'm taking better care of his hair because it was a little frightening at first.
Yeah.
I thought that was really funny that every time that Tavis saw you, he said, "Oh, wow, you look fantastic," and you were saying, "Oh gosh, I'm going to have to take better care of your hair." So that added to it because it was very real. Tavis, it did look like that you were falling in love with Christy more and more every time that the different ages were revealed. Was that something that you were feeling?
Yeah, I guess that's probably the best way to put it. I didn't even consider it in that manner before, and at that extreme nature. I think it was, but that's really a fantastic way of putting it, that I was, in a way, always back in love with her every single time. It was such a very amazing experience to be able to see her and always look upon her and still see the person that I first fell in love with every single time.
And Christy,
that was really where it hit.
And Christy, in his 70s, you were saying you were going to take better care of his hair, but here in his 90s, it's like you didn't really do that.
No, well, he looks like Einstein in his 90s.
Right? Or a glass and a half of full-cream milk.
I thought I looked great at that age.
Yeah, it was very endearing to see, and I think, you just kind of think about, okay, when we are that old, I don't think we're really going to care about our hair. We're not really going to care that much, so...
Yeah.
I like when they ask you, do you think you'll still be sexually active? And Tavis usually will still be giving it a go.
And she said, "Oh no, I'm going to be tired."
They'll have your email Viagra by then, don't you worry.
Well, I just love the project, and I think you're both gorgeous. Best of luck with your lives together. I'm sure you'll be very, very happy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What a lovely couple.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. And make the most about your relationship.
Absolutely.
You've got it. It's going to end at some point when one of you dies. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the bit they didn't show when they made them up as cadavers.
True.
It's news time. Here's Talitha.
So uplifting. Thanks, Andrew. Good morning again, everyone. Well, Prince William has weighed in on the visa scandal, urging the association to deal with allegations of bribery and corruption. He called on the newly re-elected president to put the sport first and show FIFA can represent interests of fair play. Sepp Blatter has defended his position, saying he's the best man for the job.
It's very easy. You have seen the results of the Congress yesterday. The Congress, they are of the opinion that I am still the man to go into these problems.
Last week, 7 of the organisation's most senior figures were arrested as part of an FBI investigation into bribes totalling $150 million. Friends have described a young footballer who died during a game in Victoria as a passionate player and a beautiful person. 22-year-old Mohamed Alouchi collapsed after kicking a goal during the AFL match at Avondale Heights yesterday. He was taken to the Alfred Hospital in a critical condition but died several hours later. He's the third football player to die this month. A blaze which burnt through a Melbourne Scout Hall is believed to have been deliberately lit. The hall in the suburb of Ivanhoe was engulfed by large flames around 7:30 last night. Train services had to be suspended as fire crews battled the blaze. It took more than 20 firefighters almost an hour to bring the flames under control. Up to 30,000 asylum seekers could be granted a 5-year visa under a new deal requiring them to live and work in a country area. New South Wales has become the first state to sign up to the Safe Haven Enterprise Visa Scheme. From July, eligible asylum seekers will be able to apply for the visa to live in regional parts of the state. The scheme also aims to boost economic growth and development. A man has died and a woman is fighting for life after a car crash in Melbourne. Highway patrol officers tried to intercept the vehicle at around 11:30 last night, but the driver refused to pull over and continued along Thomas Brunton Parade before veering off the road and crashing into a tree with 5 passengers inside. One female was taken to the Alfred Hospital with life-threatening injuries. The deceased driver is yet to be identified. Well, they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but these canines may have proved us wrong. A dozen dogs have competed in this year's dog surfing competition. Ziggy took out first place for the little dog division, and a 7-year-old Labrador carved it up, becoming top dog for the large canine division. Hanzo, the boxer, came in second, losing his footing thanks to the rough swell. It is time for sport now. Here's Matty.
It never gets old, surfing dogs. Thanks to Letha. Fremantle is still undefeated 9 rounds into the AFL season after a tough 11-point win over Adelaide. Crows forward Eddie Betts kicked one of the goals of the season as the Crows took a 13-point lead in the third quarter. Dockers midfielder Michael Barlow replied to the goal to seal victory. Here's the Eddie Betts